We're on the road in Lawton, Oklahoma, as we continue our Community Voices Community Media Tour. I'm Amy Goodman. The bailed-out insurance giant AIG has come under intense criticism for handing out hundreds of millions of dollars in bonuses to top executives and billions in payments to other financial firms, all while receiving taxpayer aid. But new disclosures on its handling of insurance claims add a fresh angle to the ongoing scrutiny of AIG. According to the investigative website ProPublica, AIG and other top insurance companies have routinely denied medical benefits to civilian contractors wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan. Many workers have returned home to face long, grinding battles for basic medical care, artificial limbs, and psychological counseling. More than 1,400 contractors have been killed, another 31,000 wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan. AIG has been the leading profiteer from providing their medical insurance. Earlier this month, former KBR worker John Woodson of Poto, Oklahoma, spoke out about AIG in an interview with ABC News. In October 2004, Woodson lost his left leg and sight in his left eye after his convoy was ambushed in Iraq. He returned home to have most of his medical claims challenged by his insurer, AIG.
I ran over a IED and was blown out of the truck over 100 foot away from where I was. I lost my left leg. Both my knees are damaged. The pelvis was broken, and I've lost my eyesight. My left eye is permanently damaged, as well as my right, 3/4 of it. I'm not able to work. I cannot see. I can't sit for a very long time. I can't stand for the same time limit. There's irritation somewhere in my body. You constantly are worried about who is going to pay these bills, who is going to take care of me, because you can't rely on AIG to come through for you. I don't understand how a company of their size and their magnitude, and with government bailouts and money and support, I don't understand them not taking care of the individuals that were injured. It makes me wonder, the people that still believe in AIG, you know, what they're going to go through, what's going to happen to them if they have a problem. The men that are still in Iraq and over in Afghanistan, the ladies, what's going to happen to them, knowing what I've struggled through for 5 years now.
John Woodson speaking to ABC News. Well, John Woodson joins us now on the phone from Poto, Oklahoma. We're also joined by T. Christian Miller, a reporter for ProPublica investigative news website. He wrote the news series Forgotten Warriors about neglected civilian contractors. The website is ProPublica.org. He's also author of the book Blood Money, Wasted Billions, Lost Lives, and Corporate Greed in Iraq. He's joining us from Washington, D.C. And joining us on the phone as well is Kevin Smith-Idle, a former contractor for KBR. His left leg was shattered in an April 2004 attack in Iraq. He's also faced a protracted legal battle with AIG over his medical benefits. Kevin Smith with us from Abilene, Texas. Well, because we are in Oklahoma, let's begin with John Woodson. Talk further about what happened to you in Iraq, your battle there, and then the battle here at home with your insurance company. John.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to everyone. Working in Iraq, driving a truck, I was, blown up by IED. The struggles that were later to come were just unimaginable. I suffered a terrible damage to my body and loss of sight. Coming home, I stayed in a medical-induced coma for well over a month. After waking up, I couldn't believe, I couldn't even understand what had happened, and no one was willing to even talk to me about it. Everyone was very quiet on the subject, and no one wanted to help. And so from then on, it's just been a hard, grinding struggle.
What exactly did AIG say to you here when you came back to Oklahoma?
Well, I lived in Houston, Texas. In the hospital they had sent a representative to see me after I was coherent. and informed me at that point that they would take care of all medical bills, take care of the rest of my life, seeing the damage. They promised that there wouldn't be any hardships, there wouldn't be problems. All I'd have to do would be call in and get approval, and then be able to get what I needed. And that was so far from what's actually happened. It's been a constant grinding struggle, a fight, just to get the smallest amounts of anything, just prescriptions filled.
And explain exactly the extent, John, of your injuries.
Okay. I've lost my left leg below my knee. Pelvis was broken. The right foot was broken. Both knees are shattered inside, messed up. The bladder and the lower portion of my body was damaged. My spine had an accordion effect in it, where it is damaged. My sight, losing the total sight of my left eye, and 3/4 of my vision in my right, and so it's just quite hard just to make it.
And what kind of insurance is AIG providing you?
Well, they are providing support, a biweekly support. They're supposed to be providing the medical, pharmaceutical, and transportation due to what's my injuries. But it's been a constant fight, a battle on each avenue that I pursue to get things handled and done.
T. Christian Miller, welcome to Democracy Now! Talk to us about the overall picture here. How uncommon is this, or how common is what John is experiencing?
It's not very uncommon, Amy. What we did is that ProPublica partnered up with the Los Angeles Times and ABC News to take a broad look at this issue of what happens to contractors who've been injured in Iraq and Afghanistan when they come home. And what we found is they're put into a system known as the Defense Base Act system, which the Department of Labor oversees and basically pays private insurance carriers, mostly AIG, to provide these gentlemen who've been injured while doing jobs in Iraq and Afghanistan, medical coverage and care, and disability benefits in the case of their disabilities. What we found is that within this system, carriers like AIG, and there's others, but AIG is the primary carrier, will actually challenge a claim or deny or dispute a claim in about almost half of every case of a serious injury. That's like in the case of Mr. Woodson's case, where you've lost several days of work and it's clear you're going to be a long time getting better. They will, rather than pay those claims, they will put these individuals into a system which can take months, years, until they get the benefits that they were deserved.
I wanted to turn